Oh my God. How disrespectful is that? This is very interesting, right? Like, Rampage is clearly trying to intimidate this man, and Jon Jones is just like, nope, nope, I don't care about your intimidation tactics. I'm just going to look at your feet. Like, zero looking in the eyeballs, which I wonder exactly why he's doing that. Like, most people will look into their opponent's eyes. Most people will. Jose Aldo does the same thing though. So does he do that every fight? Let's check on the next fight we watch. Let's also see where he's looking. If he's looking down every single fight, that's quite interesting. I would like to talk to him about it and like see what exactly his reasons for doing that are. I wonder if he keeps it up for the whole fight, like if he's just staring at the dude's chest. Now, like at this point, like he looks like he's staring at his eyes, but it's really hard to see. It's hard to tell. I always wondered what would happen if he just decided to not get up, right? Like that's not illegal to do that. Now all this is like you can head kick the guy. Actually developed a system of fighting from here. I was planning to use it against Conor McGregor, but then they changed the rule to you need to have two hands down instead of one hand. So, and also, Matt's never got to Conor McGregor. But that's a story for another day. Mr. Jon Jones, shooting low singles and doubles from the knees. I didn't know that he actually, like, I didn't remember that he stayed down for so long. Interesting double overhook grip. You go see that classic, try not to run it back too much, but see that classic wrist grip off the overhook. He's always controlling one of your arms, man, like all the time in every clinch. He's got a wrist. I bet you he's got just massive hands too, so just like wrap around your wrist 2 times. Like, look at Rampage's underhooks here. Rampage's underhooks are in trash position. Okay, this one's not horrible, but pretty bad. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't Wakigatami. Nice front headlock attack now. And then Rampage again with a double underhook grip, pulled his head out. That wrist grip, man. So he's able to, boom, go to the elbow. This is really cool cage control, man. Super cool. So is he framing? Yeah, he's framing the hip with the left arm, right? So he's trying to make Quinton Jackson's underhooks extend, right? Lengthen them, create a little bit of separation. It makes the underhook super weak. It is crazy. You don't see many people able to control a person on the wall or fence with double overhooks, right? You see Islam can do that as well. But it's obviously from that elite level of Greco-Roman wrestling knowledge, man. Just staying super long, open stance, banging the lead front kick to the body, trying to bring his arms inside. He probably wants the head kick with the left leg. Quinton really parrying that, trying to get that hand fight going with the front hand. But man, Jon's just so long. Jon really did not want to box with him at all. At least not at first. Who knows what his plans are down the line. He's a very smart person. Beautiful little foot sweep there. Right? You notice as soon, like, Jon's keeping everything at like long range. Quinton's trying to get into boxing range because he's nasty dangerous in boxing range. And Jon just trying to stay out. So when Quinton tries to close that distance, Jon's just going to smother it, right? He's going to get real close and use that Greco clinch, even on the underhooks. And you notice that Thai fighters too, right? They seem to prefer overhooks to underhooks in all clinch exchanges, right? And even takedowns are still allowed in Thai fighting. I think we underestimate as a sport. We underestimate the efficacy of the overhook. A lot of emphasis on underhook. And just long range attack here, just beautiful. He is going straight back though. I would love if he just angled off a little bit more. It looks like he's lining up a nasty elbow with that right arm, right? Bing, clap. Elbow is really tight. Trying to like crunch in on that underhook. He's making Quinton's underhook just super weak. Right? This is dangerous to underhook people like this and rip your arm in half. Two like double wrist grips into that spinning elbow. John really loves spinning elbow. Ooh, that long stab, explosively covering that distance. But man, it's not easy to get close to John. If he didn't have such good wrestling and close range weapons, it would be a way easier problem for people to solve. Because look, right, like those shots miss, but it's just like lean back, right? Like that wasn't the greatest boxing technique on the inside there. I really do believe that John was very susceptible to boxing, and he might still be. We'll see later when we do the Cormier study. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Probably other ones as well. I remember Gustafsson was getting to him a lot. Everybody talks to me about the Dominic Reyes fight and how it was a robbery. So we're going to get to all the fights. We're going to get to all the Jon Jones, right? Even if it takes me a year. Hopefully it doesn't take me a year. John, open stance again. Circling into the power, but he's in long kick range, so it's going to be not smooth sailing completely, but it's got pretty good odds he's going to be able to read whatever's coming in of that over that distance. And again, right, Quinton wanting to get close to him, and look what happens. We're clinching, bud. Clinchity clinch, wrist grip, long frame on the underhook. Ooh, hey, that knee hurt him, man. Wrist grip, long frame, overhook frame, like hip chop, and just knee straight to the body with the wrist gripping arm. Knee, wrist grip, bang. I really like to watch John's clinch tactics, man. Learn a lot from this guy, clinch-wise. MMA clinch, like how to use Greco and Thai together on a wall. It's interesting to me that John is able to keep his range so well because he really doesn't use a lot of like fast outside footwork. You know, his footwork isn't crazy fast. This is a little bit quicker footwork than you normally see him using. But maybe it's because he got his kick distance breached, right? So conceptualizes. He keeps kick range and with slow footwork so that his feet are fast to throw. And then as soon as you breach that kick range, if he can't close the distance and get to clinch range, and he has to exist in punching range, now he's going to use more of that boxing footwork. I forget which fight it was, but we saw him in, I think, his second fight. I forget what the guy's name was he fought. But you see him use that like Muhammad Ali classic footwork on the outside, moving to the left. He even did an Ali shuffle. And you see, just go back a little bit here. Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't stop it very much, but I was just talking about how his footwork isn't very fast. And now here you see him dancing a little bit more because he's now in boxing range, right? But this is way more risky. Quinton understands that situation a lot better. Gets back to kick range, open stance, and now slow footwork because he's ready to throw that front kick, keep that length, keeping him at bay with that left kick, left teep, side kick to the leg, oblique kick to the leg. Really cool. Utilize really cool way to utilize that too far, too close type strategy to put that fast footwork in, but only when the guy breaches kick range. So hard to exist in a punching range with him for any amount of time. This is why Daniel Cormier, I think, poses such a problem. Like, obviously, John beat him twice, but it was still not an easy fight. Is because of Daniel Cormier has very good dirty boxing, right? So he's also a great wrestler. So he understands these clinch situations that John is creating way harder to deal with. Most guys just want to punch, right? They want to punch and low kick. So if you're able to stay out of people's punch range, that's a really difficult problem for him. Right? I see him kicking out that front leg every time. Every time Quentin goes to lunge in with a power shot, got to put that weight on the front leg. John's just like boots it out, takes the base off. He's probably going to try to time that slip in with a head kick. Yep, look at that. Beautiful side kick, even from the close stance. I find the side kick, I use it a lot more in open stance, but if you're in that bladed frame, you can use it in whatever stance. Quentin with that gazelle hook again. Last 30 seconds here in the second. Uwe comes in with the left hand and like just about the end of the fight, so he picks up a couple clean punches, right? Make sure the judges know, oh no, don't worry, I'm landing punches too. Smart. I'm surprised he's not using like a shoulder butt there with the left shoulder. Looks like a perfect little position to just jar the guy's jaw. Is that 2-on-1 overhook, double overhook, 2-on-1? What? And jumps a triangle? Yo, I forgot about that. That's nuts. Okay, so he's got double overhook, so that makes a lot of sense. Double overhook, and this overhook is like grabbing the wrist. He's got overhook here. So he's just got to jump and fall back and then make sure he can get the left leg over the shoulder. Does he grab the head? Oh, see, he comes up to the head. So he's got the overhook and he's grabbing the far wrist here. And then here he's got the left collar tie grip on the head. And he's got a bit of an angle. See, he's like kind of like angled out like that, right? Just a little bit. So he's able to get more space to get that left leg over the shoulder. Whoop. Super wild. And gets to he was a little late. Like, you should have done this maybe like 15-20 seconds earlier. And like, he's getting close. Like, he's starting to get the angle already. He's got the shin grab. Like, didn't have the best angle, but long ass legs too, right? Like, you got long legs. It's easy to lock that triangle. I forgot that happened completely. I never knew Jon Jones pulled guard. This dude will do anything. This is one of the reasons why he's the GOAT, right? This is one of the reasons why he's so difficult to beat, is because it's like he has a style, but he's really like, I will do anything. The style of no style. He's an amazing strategist. I guarantee you this man studies more than just fighting. I guarantee you he tries to study as many forms of combat and sport as possible, right? Because a lot of this stuff works the same. I like how he was just booting him the whole round. Just booting him, long range. Guy breaches the distance. Now he's going to dance a little bit back to long range and kick. Last 30 seconds, lands a couple punches, right? Because he doesn't really want to punch with Rampage for very long, right? Lands a couple clean, nice shots, clinches, ties up, and then jump triangle, bro. Just like a beast. Just a beast of a man. Ooh. I always find that inside leg hook, it's a little bit hard off the front headlock. I've been using like an outside leg hook or a kuchigari. No, it's not kuchigari. Sorry. Using an outside leg hook or kosoto gaki with the front headlock lately, and it's been working really well. Way. Oh, yeah, that's a good method, right? Like he needs to find a way to be able to hit him at range. So let's just go back. I gotta see it again. Okay, so he's so long, right? So far away. So he's gonna stop him, hit him with the kick, and that's gonna freeze him for a second. And then off of that kick, he's right away using that gazelle to get in and trying to bang the two down the center or over the shoulder or over the open side. Boom, right? Now John's stuck in place, and then he's gonna bring the leg back and go right away. Whoop, bang! Oh, it was the right hook to the body. So left hook upstairs, right hook to the body, right? And he was able to breach that distance. This is a great method if you're a shorter fighter, fighting with a long guy, especially if he kicks a lot. Yeah, it's a great idea to stop him with whatever kick you like. Just stop him in place because you got to kind of stop when you get kicked. And then, boom, bring it back and go in right away. Lots of head movement. But it's pretty subtle head movement. It's a little bit too side to side for my liking. It should be a little more like down and in, but it's subtle, so he's not risking a head kick too much. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Okay, let's just take a look at this because we don't see John shoot all that much, right? Close stance, changes level, grabs the leg. Yeah, high crotch, and then takes the double and does a reshot. See how he's got the single leg, high crotch, right? And then he's gonna step in again and go to double the far leg, but he's gonna drop to the knee and turn the corner. Boom. Right? The amount of penetration you get dropping that knee, man, is significant. Any leg ride? No, doesn't need the leg ride, just slides up to the body. Not the best takedown reactions off your butt because he got to his butt, right? Like he got him to his butt, but there's still a lot of fight left to get the guy flat. And Quinton kind of just like went to his back. Not a great idea. Now you got Jon Jones on top of you with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in mount, bro. Like it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, he's just treating this like Thai fighting. Look, it's just all wrist grabbing and then elbows, right? It's like, oh, I'm in like a real super ultra dominant Thai clinch. Oh wow, yo, he pulled the just get up. You know, this escape actually has some efficacy. I'm not doing it with the same grips, but one of my students started doing it and I copied his style and it works. Okay, watch. He like knee bumps forward, right? Knee bumps forward, and then look at that left hand. It's in the armpit. Now, like super risky to put it in the armpit, but he's like just was that like a shrimp or I don't want to say it's a bridge if it's not a bridge because I would bridge, but yeah, it was a bridge, and then he gets up to the elbow prop and enough space to hip heist. Pretty wild. It works. This is why jiu-jitsu is way harder than you thought. And when people can stand up, man, it's a whole nother level. If you're not working jiu-jitsu with Pete, the person actually trying to stand back up, your game is not going to work in MMA. Oh wow. That's why. This is why they had to instill the Jon Jones rule. Right? Look at this. Quinton's like, oh, boom, 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 right like that. Right? John's in his face with that. And then Quinton, yo, my eye. And John's like, you can't stop me. I'm not poking you yet. Like he's like, what the hell, man? Bro, that's so blatant. Like, that's so blatant. poke your eye. And yo, and the ref didn't say anything. You can tell this is a while ago. That's hilarious. Ooh, wait, and then you get a front kick for your troubles. That's not fun. Front kick to the face is never a fun time. Yo, he went straight back all the way across that octagon. John just like back up, back up, back up, back up. This is bad. Now he's close to the fence, so now he's moving laterally. But dude, you should have been moving laterally a whole long time ago. Don't even have to do that much work. It's the same amount of work. Now they're in punching range now, right? Like they're way closer. Quentin is not having a good time. That left hook right hand was nasty. And then the low kick. He just straight flees. Yo, if you get exploited, just run. Like he straight ran away. Which man, that's it. Like I said, John will do whatever. He'll do whatever. There's no like, oh, the honorable Jon Jones. He will only do things that are honorable. No, man, he'll do whatever it takes to win. Winning is honorable, which I respect that. That looks like it hurt. The just shin to knee. Not a fun time. That's why that inside calf kick, not so fun. I don't really like to kick that inside low kick too much on a southpaw at all. Although you see Quinton's front foot is pointing straight at him, so it's not that dangerous. If it was pointing in a little bit more, it'd be worse. Random flying knee, which is smart again because Quinton is just a forward moving opponent, consistently moving forward. You know the guy's gonna be there. Well, pretty sure he's gonna be there anyway. High probability. 20 seconds left. Look for him to do something wild. On cue, look at that. The no look to left hand. And Quinton like walks back. He's like, yo, I don't want that. Like he's done here, bro. Oh, yo, man. Jon Jones, just the legend killer. Look at this double. Look at this weird double he shoots. Okay. He intentionally put his head like in between his legs, like underneath the hole down there, right? And is just like, bro, I don't remember this happening. This is so awesome to study these fights because I totally forgot that this ever was a thing. Oh my god, how disrespectful is that? Yo, the mind games. Just like, how many times has he done this in the gym? Whoop, I'm just gonna chuck you over like, oh, didn't I say it? Right? Look for Jon Jones to do something wild. Is this the title fight? I don't remember. It looks like, yeah, we got more rounds. Let's go. This is getting bad for Mr. Rampage. That was obscene. That was an obscene double leg. I don't know where he came up with that, but it's absolutely wild that he just didn't get squished. Nice. That was beautiful. I really like the way he like went to the single, and then when he doubled off, that's when he went to the knee. This is interesting. Able to just get his hip back and away, hip heist. Ooh, that's not a fun time. Yeah, Rampage don't like that. That's not fun. People hate on that so much, man, like the attacking of the knees, but bro, it's combat. Like he can knee you in the face full force and break your whole skull and bruise your brain. Like if you can take him out from long range by kicking his knee and breaking his leg or tearing his ACL, PCL, LCL, MCL, meniscus, whatever, boot it, bro. Boot that thing. Now we're seeing that fast boxing footwork, right? And clipped him. Ooh. Oh, trying to take his head clean off with that one. And now slower footwork. He's more down to throw now. I think he understands Rampage's timing really well. More down to punch with him, to be in punching range. But obviously, look, he tied up right away after. And then Rampage is backing out. Oh, Uchigari worked that time. That was sick. Yeah. It's cool he keeps the head. Right? So Rampage is backing out. He's trying to get his hips away. So Jon just like takes this underhook arm out and grabs the head. Right? Super simple. Boom. Grabs the head. And now he's going to take his left leg and Uchigari on that far side. That's interesting. And he doesn't look like he's even letting the head go when he does it. Oh, yeah, he's bringing the head to that side. I think that's really the key with these attacks, because that's what I figured out going to the other side. I like to attack this leg with Kasotogaki, but I make sure that the head goes towards the knee I'm hooking, right? So you're trying to compress the person. Yeah, right? Compress their knee close to their head. If you can get their knee and their head together like that, then it's very difficult, unless like in any position you can make their life kind of hell. So easy way to get a guy down. That was beautiful. He tried it before and it didn't work. I was never keeping the head when I was doing it. I was trying to like let go and go to the side, which no wonder it wasn't working. I love knees in that position, man. I love it when to like knee the person when they're in butt scoot, right? Because they're just like, oh man, I was trying to get back up, and then you just dig it right into the solar plexus. Nice leg hook here. Right, leg ride, and I think this is done. I think this is the end here for Mr. Rampage. Yeah, he doesn't seem like the person who likes to fight chokes off. Bye-bye. Yeah, palm to palm. And you're gone, bud. Yeah, great setup, great finish. Just like perfect pace, right? Did a bunch of when he did take risks, like you notice when he's taking the risk. He's trying to play a super safe game, and then with like 30 seconds left, he does something that's risky, right? He does something that's more dangerous, but still obviously very effective. That's when you get your best kills off. But he waits until the end of the round. Really smart. Was like overhook, wrestling, clinching in the beginning, right? And that makes Rampage just like have to try to lift him up, right? Just kill his arms, and then he's slower, and then goes right there from the power Nelson. That's a beautiful little way to finish, right? You'll see here he puts the leg right in, and then he's got the far underhook, I think. Oh no, he's got his arm over the shoulder and grabbing the wrist. Is it under the arm? Oh yeah, it is under the arm. Okay, so it is under the arm. It's just both have the same color arms. Okay, so the right arm is under that arm there, and then he's gonna put the left arm on the back of the head and start cranking his head down, right, like 3/4 Nelson. And then when he picks the head up, under crank. Oh, he didn't even Nelson it, right? He just leaned on it with the elbow, just like push your head down, and then obviously you fight against it. He just looped right under there and grab top hand. Rampage pulls the top hand. Jon commits to it, gets both hooks in, palm to palm. Done. Yeah. Bye Rampage Jackson. Jon is a monster, bro. I can't believe that double still. He like just picked him up on his shoulders and chucked him right over, bro. Like that was Rampage Jackson. You just did that, dude. That's insane. Jon is another level. Like the amount of like his ability to take risks and commit on things, like man, he has a crazy belief in himself. It's really something to witness. Like super spectacular. Anyways, I'm out. Time to go teach. Peace. See you guys next time.